This month is full of major astrological happenings that are affecting us personally and globally. So this video will describe the astrology of the last half of August, as well as the full moon in Aquarius. Mars has been moving very quickly around the zodiac all year and is now in Gemini, aligned with Jupiter. This conjunction will be exact on the 14th, just days prior to the full moon in Aquarius. The energy of Mars combined with Jupiter is big, overly dramatic, exaggerated, and over the top. In the sign of Gemini, it will be expressed through language, thought, sales pitches, and conversation. We may see arguments and disputes that reflect an inflated sense of one's claims and opinions. Generally, people will take things a bit too far and later have to take things back. This is all complicated by Mercury Retrograde. Mercury Retrograde is in square to Mars and Jupiter. Currently, Mercury is in Virgo, where it is strong. Jupiter is in its fall in Gemini, so Jupiter's more humanitarian impulses are not in full force. Mars and its wild impulses will rule here, causing more than one person to feel like they made a mistake. These harsh impulses may cause people to say things to loved ones or business partners that they cannot easily retrieve, causing rifts in relationships. By the 14th, when the conjunction is exact, Venus will be squaring from Virgo, the moon will be opposing from Sagittarius, and Saturn will also be squaring from Pisces. This will form a brief grand mutable cross for a day, causing immense tension for anyone sensitive to those degrees, which will be from 10 to 22 degrees of the mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. The involvement of Venus brings our relationships into the mix, causing us to lash out at those we love, which means we risk doing damage to those relationships. Venus in Virgo is not the lovey-dovey Venus. Virgo is a scrutinizing energy. She is meticulous and hard to please. She will not allow for lapses in behavior without an explanation. Here, she criticizes. She is still supportive, but may be very critical. Saturn squaring Jupiter is an aspect that we will be experiencing for about a year. Jupiter in Gemini provides too many choices and the feeling that anything they choose will succeed. Saturn is more practical even in Pisces and will say, narrow those choices down, be realistic. Saturn warns us not to spread ourselves too thin or try to do too much. Look at your long-term goals. Would you want to do any of those things for 5 years? This aspect, which itself will bring delays, constraint, and roadblocks, is not about instant gratification. It is about your long-term plans. This is all coming to a head on August 19th during the full moon. The day before the full moon, Venus will square Jupiter exactly, which sets up the energy of the full moon. This forms a T-square between Venus in Virgo, opposing Saturn in Pisces, and squaring Mars and Jupiter in Gemini. A T-square is like a table with only 3 legs. The missing leg is where the tension lies, and it cannot be resolved until the energy of the 4th leg is expressed. In this case, the 4th leg is Sagittarius. There will be another T-square, which comes exact at the time of the full moon. Mercury Retrograde will square Uranus in Taurus. The Sun will be at 27 degrees Leo, next to Mercury Retrograde, also in Leo at 26 degrees. Uranus will be at the very end of Taurus, 27 degrees, causing them to be in square. The moon at 27 degrees Aquarius will be opposing Mercury and the Sun, squaring Uranus in Taurus. So we have another three-legged table looking for the fourth energy, which would be Scorpio. Each of these T-squares will be hitting areas in your chart that were also hit towards the end of July. The tension will threaten an area of your life that you wish to remain comfortable and secure. Disruptive energy, upheaval, things that cause a change in plans may all be happening during the full moon, a full moon that occurs in the cool, detached, intellectual sign of Aquarius. This is a time for us to become the observer, to witness what is going on. Because of the Mercury Cassimi, which means that Mercury is very close to the Sun, our brains are overstimulated. So rather than try to reason your way out of things, which can make your brain short-circuit, become the observer and calm down. These two T-squares are going on through a Mercury retrograde, and with Mars and Jupiter in the mix, it will bring frustration and even anger to the surface. Keep in mind that the Jupiter-Saturn square, while preventing you from making progress in your projects, also dovetails with the energy of Mercury retrograde. All the more reason to try to remain calm and observe what is happening. Mercury retrograde is usually a good time to analyze, review, and observe what is going on, rather than try to make progress or start new things. There is a reason why the universe is moving over these degrees multiple times. It is to give you more than one chance to learn the lessons that need to be learned. The last half of August, and especially the time around the full moon, contains complex energies that will play out for each person in a unique way. It is certain that we all need to make changes and that the universe is giving us plenty of opportunity to do it. We must pay attention and allow ourselves to make the necessary changes, even though they are mostly happening through the fixed signs in our charts where we are reluctant to change. Predictions for all 12 signs. Drama surrounding your circle of friends or co-workers could have you on edge. There may also be a difficult situation involving your neighbors or siblings that is hard to resolve. Best to pull back from both situations and try to get centered. Don't let yourself get pulled into the drama, as it will not end well. Remain calm and think clearly about the people involved. If they are your friends or family, there is a good chance that they are acting with your best interests in mind. Your finances could also be under scrutiny at this time, and you may need to take a step back and pause before making any decisions. Finances may be top of mind right now, but this is not the best time to make decisions in this area. Friends may be asking why you are attempting to take such abrupt action. Do not loan or borrow money at this time. There may also be a conflict between what you want to do and your children or some other areas of passion that you already work on. Your loved ones have your best interest at heart, but it may still seem irksome to have someone telling you what to do in this area. Hold back for at least until September, when you will have a better perspective on things. With Uranus transiting Taurus since 2018, your behavior has changed a lot, and your family is frankly shocked at how much you have changed. Give them some grace, realize they love you, and try to see it from their point of view, for now. You feel like you're ready to jump out of your skin. So many projects, so little time. Ask yourself, Gemini, does this seem normal? No, because it's not. You need to find a way to release energy, but not make a mess of your life. Focus on your career and reputation for a bit, but keep things status quo until we get through this period, August. You may chafe at criticism from family, but they mean well and they want you to succeed, just not at 100 miles per hour. The full moon squares Uranus in your 12th house, giving you a lot of restless energy and possibly some sleepless nights, so that you are not focusing clearly on daily tasks. This can also pull you into the Aquarian energy of this moon, allowing you to focus on things in a more detached manner. Your philosophy, your view of the world, and your relationship with a higher power can inform your choices now and perhaps calm you down. Behind the scenes, there are things going on. Either you are working in secret, or someone could even be working against you. You are most likely not sleeping well with all that Mars-Jupiter energy taking up space. Reworking or rethinking the way you approach your philosophy of life or spirituality is also on the table. Just keep in mind that with Saturn in your 9th house right now, your choices are going to be restricted or may have you embracing dogmatic tenets that leave little room for choice. This could be influenced by someone in your community that you admire. You may feel resentment towards this person, but they are actually trying to help you. Disputes could result around these themes. Also, financial choices are highlighted now as something has changed in the last couple of weeks, causing you to see the necessity for making changes. Be sure to consult everyone involved before making any changes. Your main circle of friends is really focused on a particular issue. This pulls you into the conversation, but for you, it could have some negative consequences when it comes to money. Saturn is saying, put on the brakes, and showing you where you need to be practical, so pay attention. Don't follow the herd. Think for yourself. Things brought up between you and your partner are more advantageous, so be sure to discuss with them what you need to do, and don't just follow the crowd. Mercury in your 1st house in retrograde is coupled with the Sun. This is one element of the T-squares indicating disruption energy towards your relationships at the time of the full moon. Something will need to change in your career. You may have gone through some major changes already since 2018, and this is another one. There is something coming to you through your developing thought process, which involves your relationships. Viewing this from the partner's point of view will be the best way to go. This will give you a more objective perspective and help with the decision-making process. You have been changing for several years, so it may be that you are not able to see all that has changed. Considering the position of your partner, who can be more objective, may help immensely. This full moon being in your opposite sign of Aquarius is the best time to make use of this detached energy. This will feel disruptive and you may resist it. However, try your best to allow the change because it will be good for you. The Jupiter-Mars conjunction is in your 10th house, which will get you very excited and passionate concerning that area of your life, your public reputation, or something you want to put out into the world. A close friend, business colleague, or spouse could be holding you back. At present, you have many opportunities, but if you try to take all of them, you will accomplish nothing. Your friend is just trying to get you to narrow your choices so that your efforts will be more effective. You could also be very critical of yourself right now and not aware of where your true strengths lie. Your friend does have your best interests at heart. The full moon in Aquarius is working across the 12th and 6th house axis. There could be things going on behind the scenes that are disruptive to your daily life. You will be exploring and developing spiritual practices that begin to push into your daily life. You may also begin making changes when it comes to your health and daily habits. Look at your daily habits and replace those that do not serve you with things that make you feel better. Finally, there is a secret, either yours or one that affects you, that may be coming out. Like, this is concerning work or comes from someone at work. The Jupiter-Mars conjunction is coming exact on August 14th. This enthusiastic, over-the-top energy is urging you to teach or take a class. It could have to do with travel or something else equally exciting. You will have to rein in the excitement over this due to your work. You will get this opportunity later, but for now, you may have to postpone. Most likely, you have already done some traveling and adventures and need to get back to work. The full moon is happening in your 5th house. There will be interruptions when it comes to friends. Now, you need to switch gears and focus on romance, love, and play to get perspective on the changes you need to make financially. Changes will be coming through your networking efforts. Something huge is on the horizon when it comes to your finances. You have become very passionate about investing or becoming debt-free, but Saturn is causing delays. If left unchecked, your plans could turn out to be negative in the long run. Venus in your 11th house could indicate a person or group who are critical of your actions. This could be triggering for you, and your reaction could be exaggerated. Beware of loaning or borrowing money from friends right now. Your 10th and 4th house axis has had a lot of activity lately, including big changes to how you seek a work-life balance and how you pursue your career. Also, too many new ideas have been swirling around in your brain, leaving you a bit fried and overstimulated. The full moon in Aquarius is pulling your attention towards your home and family, where you can get grounded, gain perspective, and allow yourself to make changes that benefit your entire family as well as your career. The Mars and Jupiter conjunction is happening in your 7th house, where, well, you will have a dramatic situation develop with your partner. Or, there may be the possibility of a new partnership that feels huge, but you may be going in too hard and too fast for the situation to actually manifest. Family, home, your roots will get in the way and prevent this from happening. But honestly, it will be for the best. Career hopes are also not developing the way you would like, but it will not be negative in the long run. The full moon is happening in your 3rd house and bodes well for those with Sagittarius rising. You've been going through a lot of changes when it comes to work and your daily routines. You've had one thing after another thwart your plans for daily habits. Something will be changing for you that concerns an educational pursuit or involving some travel or both. One thing that would be beneficial is to focus on your immediate surroundings and family for a while, which would help you gain the right perspective in order to make the changes you need to make in your day-to-day life, work, and education. Jupiter and Mars conjunction is happening in your 6th house for work, health, and daily routines. Recently, your focus and passion have been directed towards working out, feeling better, looking better, and getting healthy. Now, with Saturn putting its spin on things, you'll rein that in and become less frenetic with that routine. This causes you to become more discerning about what you need to do on a daily basis in order to feel good, which may be a lot less. You may also be experiencing some difficult conversations surrounding the workplace. A dispute that needs to be discussed could reach a peak around the 14th. The best way to handle this is to slow things down. Don't respond. Try to keep a higher perspective and don't get down in the mud about it. Rely on your wisdom, values, and philosophy to get through this overblown energy. There may also be some decisions to be made concerning 8th house matters, taxes, joint finances, insurance, etc. If you give in to fear, it will become a big deal. If you can take a more pragmatic view of it, you will find that things can be resolved. The Jupiter and Mars conjunction is happening in your 5th house, so you are feeling very passionate about your love life. It's a great time for infusing your relationship with more spice and love, or to put yourself out there if you are looking for someone. You will find yourself wanting to go out and about, have fun, enjoy life, do your hobbies, whatever it is that makes you feel good. Finances may prevent you from doing everything you want to do, so look at where you may be overspending and allocate what you need for your pursuits, but eliminate the things that don't mean as much. Or make do with the things you have already purchased for those hobbies. If you have a financial advisor, be sure to enlist their aid. There could also be a big expense at this time that just puts a crimp in you having fun. The full moon is in your 1st house, which means there is a lot of change going on in your life right now. Take a step back from all that and focus on you. What do you want and need? And take care of you. Even with a contract that comes up for review, make sure you keep your needs front and center. This will help you keep perspective and navigate the changes that you truly need. Big drama or project going on in your home, buying, selling, renovating, etc. Something very big going on, and it's too much. While Saturn will help you rein it in, there will still be lots of commotion. So be prepared to try to make lists and reduce the amount of activity as best you can. Since Saturn is in your 1st house right now, you are the voice of reason, and you are the one who can bring things under control. There is also lots of activity in your 12th house, which means your brain has been in overdrive. You feel very busy and frazzled and like there is not enough time to do everything. You need to take a day off and just be still. Meditate, walk in the woods, play with the dog, do something that doesn't pertain to the big drama. This will help you gain perspective. If you enjoyed this video and found it to be valuable, please like and subscribe. To become a member of the Cool Crone Coven, go to my website, thecoolcrone.com, and sign up under memberships. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.